I hate the new products that we are reviewing today, but you might be surprised. I'm going to keep a very open mind and let you know why you might not hate them, and you're going to learn all about it today with me, Rebecca. I am a over 20-year veteran of the fashion and beauty editorial industry, where I have written on and worked with some of the biggest names in our industry. I have brought Not Fit for Print Beauty here to YouTube in order to give you a little kind of beauty magazine to flip through every now and again here on YouTube. All right, well, let's get into it. Like I said, these are some of my least favorite products. They are updates on some of my least favorite products on the market. But they may be my least favorite products. They don't often appear to be your least favorite. And that is why I am being completely objective. And I'm going to tell you what my beef is with them, but why you might actually love them. That's right. An actual balanced, open-minded review. So let's get into it. We are going to be discussing the brand new iPods from WESTMAN Atelier. This is the Toujours new shade. These are her matte shades. And we are going to be also talking about the Jones Road Miracle Balm palette that's been out for a few weeks. The WESTMAN Atelier product is like hot off the press. The Jones Road has been sitting waiting for review for a week or two, but still very new product. This is a palette with 3 different miracle balms in it. So kind of updates on products that those 2 brands, Jones Road and WESTMAN Atelier, have already had out and have big followings. Okay, so let's start with some information on both, and then we will get into the demo, and then I'll break it down for you. Okay, why you might love them, why I kind of don't. All right, the WESTMAN Atelier iPods in Toujours is $88. They come with this little cute little pouch, and you have these, I always joke and say that these are repellent, literally, because they are so magnetized that if you put them near each other on the table, they'll actually repel one another. They're very repellent. These come in 3 cream to powder shades that are matte and very everyday. We will be swatching these in 2 different lights in just a moment, but they come in like a vanilla shade, a beige shade, and kind of a deep cafe, creamy kind of cocoa brown shade. Very pretty shades. In the past, my problem with them has been lack of pigmentation, though I don't generally love a heavily pigmented eyeshadow. I don't know that I love such a lack of pigmented eyeshadow. But for some of you, these WESTMAN Atelier iPods are your absolute favorite. And I'm going to let you know in the demo why I see your point, even if I disagree. Okay, so we're going to talk about that. Those are, like I said, $88, and they are the newest edition. They're just hot off the presses. I think there's now 3 or 4 other little trios. You can get these as a trio, and there's 3 or 4 others right now as well. This is the latest kind of color story to come out of the WESTMAN Atelier camp. Speaking of latest color stories, we have the Jones Road Miracle Balm palette. This is $32, and it is selling like proverbial hotcakes. I think they're going to restock them, but 2 of the 3 groupings of shades are gone. This is the first palette. This is Dusty Rose. Let me just kind of show you how this works. Dusty Rose, Pinched Cheeks, and Happy Hour. 3 existing shades. So why am I reviewing it? Because it's kind of cool that they've housed them in this cute little compact. This is a mirror. It's covered up, but that's a mirror. In this cute little compact, there's a lot less product in there than you would get in those bigger Miracle Balms or even the minis they sell sometimes. And you can have 3 different shades. And what Jones Road says is they give you an all-over tint, a kind of one to use as a blush, one to use as a highlighter, mix and match them, however you want to do it. And for those of you that are huge fans of the Jones Road Miracle Balm, and a lot of you are, how nice to have 3 different shades in such a useful, skinny, handy-dandy little palette. Why are they generally not my favorite? For a lot of reasons that I'm going to go into. The scent, the feel, the pigmentation. I have a lot. As I said to you, I am being very objective and pulling myself back out of it. But because we're all friends here, right? I will tell you my opinion as well, my personal opinion for me. But I'll also talk about why you might love it. Okay, first of all, let's look at some ingredients. I'll try to get them both up there at once or side by side. We have the WESTMAN Atelier iPods ingredients and Toujours. Did I say it right? Toujours. Okay, and then the Jones Road Miracle Balm palette is right underneath. I labeled that with Jones Road and a happy face. Otherwise, when I'm editing, I'm like, uh-oh, which one was this? And I'm trying to read ingredients, so that's kind of for me. But you can have it help you know which one is Jones Road too. Stop and enlarge that if you need a little more clarification or time with those ingredients. All right, let's look at some swatches before we launch directly into the demo and into me telling you why I personally, like I said, I hate these products, but you might love them. So why would you watch a review with someone who hates your products? Because I'm going to be objective. I'm happy to play devil's advocate. Happy to do it. All right, let's look at these swatches. Here we are in studio lighting. The first thing we have is the WESTMAN Atelier iPods in the vanilla shade beige and the cafe creme shade, followed by, you won't see it that well here in studio lighting, the Jones Road Miracle Balm palette. This is the palette number 1 in Dusty Rose, Pinched Cheeks, and Happy Hour. Again, one of those should be kind of all over the face, maybe a blush and then a highlight. They're all highlighty to me. I'm letting my own opinion creep in a bit. But that's only because we're friends here, right? All right, let's take this outside into the warm California sunshine. Take a look at these and you will see how creamy and pretty those WESTMAN Atelier iPods are. I'm not going to deny that. The color and the shade is rich and pretty and creamy. And then the Jones Road has a certain je ne sais quoi, a certain charm to it, as it gleams away and looks so pretty in the sunshine and healthy, vivacious, and young. Trust me, I'm not immune to the allure of these products. They just don't happen to be Rebecca's personal favorite. But I'm going to keep my nose out of it. And we're going to go to the demo and just try these on and talk about why it is that you might love these and might want to add them to your collection. Plus, use your voice too. This is a community. It's not just about me. Go down below and tell me what you think. I love it. Go to our Facebook page. We have a free Facebook page. Helen is running it. Go over there. Tell everyone what you think over there. Come join our membership. It's less than $5 a month. You can tell me directly during our lives. Honestly, I love it. I love the dialogue. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, please. And let's go to the demo. Stay right there. Lots of fun stuff to play with. Let's start with the Jones Road Miracle Balm palette. So we've got these 3 shades, right? Dusty Rose, Pinched Cheeks, and Happy Hour. I don't mean to sound like the man in your life when I say they all look like highlights to me, but I guess some of them are blush. I don't understand the all-over tint. I don't really know if I would necessarily mix any of these in with, I don't know. Okay, I know. Those of you who are Miracle Balm lovers are going to find issue with it. But I broke the seal on all of these because here's the deal with the Miracle Balm. You got to push in, break it open, and then get in there real good. So let's do one first on the lips. Let's do this right here, this Pinched Cheeks on the lips. Hey, this is a Refer 32. If you have a Refer 32, I have found it's really good when you're putting products like this onto the lips because it kind of spreads it out really nicely. I think that's a pretty lip shade. It doesn't work for dark shades, but I mean like a gloss type situation. It's a little frosty for the lips. A little bit of a frost shade. Don't know how I feel about that, but let's keep it for now. Okay, then I have, this is a Merit brush. Let's try, this is probably the all over shade, right? Let's try, we broke the seal on this, so let's try this Dusty Rose as kind of a, let me break the seal more. It gets under your nails a little bit, so, oh, there we go. Put your back into it. So this is, they're all kind of highlighty. You know what I'm saying though? This has some color to it. Do you think I'd do better? I think I might do better using my fingers. I mean, Bobbi Brown is such a minimalist genius, you know, with these kind of minimal type shades. See, to me, that's more highlight than color, but I do know that's how it works. I'll tell you what I like about this already, and it's quite clear, and you guys are going to think it too. They're manageable amounts of each of the shades. My problem, I think they do make mini Miracle Balms, don't they? Maybe limited edition here and there. But my issue has always been with the main ones that they're just, I can't get through them. They're so big. And they stay kind of balmy and a little bit sticky. You could powder them down, these Miracle Balms, but to me that's kind of like ordering a roast beef sandwich and then being like, what can I put on this sandwich so it doesn't taste like roast beef? I'm hungry. Okay, so to me, this is very balmy and very, I don't know if that I'd want to powder it down. Okay, but let's go ahead into the happy hour shade anyway and kind of put that on as a highlight. Why not? In for a penny, in for a pound, right? Okay. So there you go. I kind of have those 3 shades to play with. Hey, I'm not knocking it. It's not my favorite scent, but there's not very much of it in these. And I kind of like that. You could play with 3 shades of the Miracle Balm and not get too much of them. And then once you've had it open for a while with all 3, the scent kind of dissipates too, so it helps with that. In terms of shade differentiation and how they look on the face, I never quite see it. But if you are a Miracle Balm fan, it looks like a bunch of these shades are already selling out. So this is it's popular. It's a good way to wear the Miracle Balm, though I do admit to you that it's maybe not my go-to product all of the time. I am open to hearing from you in comments why it should be, and to hear how you use your, whether it's the Miracle Balm palette or a mini or the regular old tub of it, and how you use it as an all-over shade. I would love to know. I bet it's people with very dry skin. And maybe that's it too. Because to me, this always remains a little bit sticky, like a little bit of a balm-like texture. Okay, but now that we have a little bit of color on my face, and it's certainly a natural look that Bobbi Brown approves of, let's talk about Westman Atelier. We have our iPods here. Let's start with the vanilla shade, and that's this one right here. You saw the swatches, and the vanilla shade was the hardest one to see. So let me go in there, and I'm going to really put that on my eyes. My experience, as I told you, with the iPods in the past have always been that they are sometimes a little bit, they're very subtle. Like, very subtle. But this is very pretty. I've got the Miracle Balm shining up at there. Okay. All right, pretty vanilla shade. Okay, let's go in with the beige shade, shall we? Oh, they stick together. Okay, I forgot. These are very repellent. By that I mean they repel one another. Let's stay with our MACs, and let's just run this into... Hey, I'll tell you this. For matte shades, they're a little less boring. I am not an all matte person. In terms of, yes, you could put some of the Miracle Balm you would think on your eyes, but they're really, it's the one place the Miracle Balm isn't meant for, is doing up the eyelid. They really tell you, don't do that. Not an FDA thing, but the brand says. In terms of matte shades, which I'm not a huge fan of, I think this actually these are really pretty because they're a little bit creamier. That kind of cream to powder thing that Westman Atelier does, I think does kind of work well with a matte shade. Okay, and then of course this is the Cafe Creme. I think I need a different brush. Let's try it. And the Westman Atelier website does kind of say that this is the everyday look. I think it's actually quite a pretty everyday look. I always feel that an all matte shade, this is just personal preference, needs a little something. Just in the middle or in the inner corner of the eye, or the middle of the lid. I always feel that way, but that's just kind of a me thing. I'm going to switch right here to a rougher number 2 with that same Cafe Creme shade and go underneath the eye. And this is, it does not disappoint in terms of a matte, all matte look, nor does the Gens Road disappoint in terms of a Miracle Balm. So let's talk about these products, because this is going to be an interesting review, and also it's kind of important as a bit of a peek into how I do things, because remember, this is from training, reviewing these products and such for magazines and whatnot. These are not my favorite products, but here's why they might be for you. I can still see the good in them. First of all, the Westman Atelier pods. What I don't like about them is I love subtle eyeshadow, but they're subtle, and then there's Westman Atelier pods. which are very, very subtle, I feel a little too subtle. That's my feeling. And I don't like the price for that. That's personal. What do I like about it? Love the little pouch. Love the little magnetic little containers. Adorable. Love the cream to powder for matte. I think cream to powder for matte is great. It just makes it such more of a luxurious experience to apply a matte eyeshadow when it's nice and creamy like that. And for an everyday look, this is chic, sophisticated, and pretty. There's what I like, and there's what I don't like. That's a balanced review. Let's talk about Jones Road. Not a huge fan of the Miracle Balm. Why? Usually I don't like the amount, so that will be in the good, how much you get. I'm not a huge fan of the smell, but when the whole palette's open, that helps. And I don't like the fact that it remains sticky and that to me, they're all kind of highlighty. Never quite understood why I have to keep breaking the seal. Never, or not keep, but I have to really break the seal. I never understood the all over portion of it, but maybe my skin is just not dry enough. But let's talk about some of the good things. If you are a Miracle Balm fan, how fun to have 3 shades right here next to each other. That is a much more manageable amount of Miracle Balm and 3 different shades indeed. You can experiment with it. It's beautiful. Underneath this here, there's a little bit of a mirror. Travels easily, closes easily, just like those pods. Lovely case. Really pretty. This is a tried and true staple product from Bobbi Brown's Jones Road. So it's not even like it needs a review. Those of you who love it have found it and you love it. And this is a super fun way to play with it. Also, that kind of eucalyptus-y type scent that I'm not a huge fan of really wears off quite quickly when the palette is left open and when there's a little bit less product in it. Okay, so I gotta tell you, because me as a buyer, as a customer, as a shopper, would not be drawn to either the Miracle Balm or any of the Westman Atelier iPods, it doesn't mean I don't see the merit. They definitely have merit. And for some of you, these are holy grail products. And I hope I was able to tell you why my personal opinion exists, but why I am able to unblock my vision and my opinion and tell you why I can see why people would really, really like the products. So I hope that helps. And I know it's a bit of a different way to do a review, but I do hope that helps you and you'll kind of see, that will kind of guide you. That's really how I do all of my reviews. There's good and there's bad generally. All right, so let me know what you guys think. Did you purchase any of these? Are you loving this look? Are you like Rebecca? You are so crazy, it's my favorite. Or are you agreeing with me, disagreeing? What do you feel? I mean, that's what makes this a community. I would really love to know, really love to know. So yeah, let me know down below. Make sure that you like and share, and boy, I would appreciate your support in subscribing to this channel. That's what helps me grow. I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Bye-bye.